Do, 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 do. All right, people of the world, happy Friday to one and all. I hope you're having a very splendid day. For me now, it's very much evening, so yeah. Today, or tonight rather, today for some people, we're jumping back into Forza Horizon 5 on PC. It's one of the few community games or community night games that we can actually just like chill with. It is. When I'm playing this for community night, it is genuinely far better when we can get races, of course. Yeah. Right. Let me just try and resize that. There we go. The thing with community night is simply down to the fact I can play games with peeps just in general. Now I am a bit on the late. Why am I being pinged on my server? What is this? Oh, it's the freaking bot. Okay, we have a bot. Not a bad bot, but we have a bot. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Na 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 na. Yeah, I'm a bit late tonight. I was watching something and then got caught up in it, and then yada yada yada. That's all under the bridge, so to speak. Right. Tonight, I don't know what the hell is going on. We have to do our playlist vote, which is a good one, I think. Oh, Midnight Muscle versus Japanese Automotive. I'm gonna have to go Muscle. Oh! Alright, we're gonna. Oh, wait, well, I already own that Ferrari. I own that. I don't own the red suit. I'll grab the red suit. We might have to do something a bit special. Gong. Oh, is that for Lunar, the Chinese New Year kind of celebration? I figured that was the case. Give me the wheel of spins, boy. Yeah, according to Steam, I last played this on the 27th. I did. I jumped in for a little bit to mess with the DeLorean. And that was it. Wait, did I already get that? I did. Okay. So, yeah, we got our Back to the Future Part 2 DeLorean here with the Mr. Fusion and all that. Whoa. Why? I hate this! I want to play Forza Horizon 6 and rip it to pieces. But god damn! Forza Horizon 6 will be available on Xbox Series X and S, PS5 and PC. If they're promoting this in my stream, they're gonna have to pay for it. Or at least they should. God. What's my volume at? Remember, I thought we were fine. Oh my goodness! So what we're gonna do, if no one jumps in and plays with us, we'll do online matches and then we'll tinker for the night. Because the whole point originally was just gonna be playing with my community or building a community and playing with them. But at this point, yeah, it doesn't make too much sense to just restrict it to that, because then I'd be forced to wait for anyone that wants to join in. So instead of waiting, why not just play with the games community as well? So you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting to be part of a community whilst also trying to form your own. It seems very low, I think. Alright. What's my audio at? It's at 100. So it must be down to my own setup then. There we go. Yeah, no, I went back and watched a part of yesterday's stream. Not gonna lie, I've missed the way this microphone sounds. Like, it goes to show that my guitar interface doesn't have the power necessary to drive this microphone. And it's a $40 microphone that takes XLR power. God. Yeah, the thing is, things for my sound setup have gotten. They were simple and then they became very different. Because one of the ways that I wanted to change my sound setup is for music remixes to get better. And in all honesty, things went a very different route. Surprisingly, what is this? No. Wait, what? Ooh. Get ready to customize your cars with the updated Forza Aero. Coming to Forza Horizon 6, we'll be bringing a feature highly requested by a community. Through Japan, you'll be able to paint liveries on windows, in addition to adding body kits to select cars. The thing is, we can already add body kits to cars. There's just not many of them. If you want to successfully do something like Forza Horizon 6 in Japan, you're going to want to cater somewhat. You need to put in so many JDMs that can take body kits. There's just... What in the fuck is this? There's just not that many in this game. So you need to do your due diligence. They also need to do their due diligence and fix the damn game. That's for bloody sure. They're not gonna fix this. This game's almost the end of life. That's for sure. But no, they're gonna have to do their due diligence and make sure they can do the JDM stuff quite well. Like, adding liveries to windows is just the start. They need more. They need to have so many body kits. Because that is it's a big thing worldwide. But body kits are so much more prevalent in Japan. And if they cannot nail that aspect, I don't think they will actually nail Horizon 6. Because keeping in mind, Horizon 1 was a testing playground to see what was possible. And you know what? It worked out quite well. Yes, they had a brain-dead expansion called Rally, which ideally should have been in the game by default, and now is borderline lost media. If we're not able to purchase it, I wanted to try it out years ago, but I never had the money for it at the time. However, because the game is compatible with the Xbox Series X, weirdly enough. Actually, on that topic, it is the only Forza, it's the only classic Forza game that is compatible with the Series X and S. Or that is compatible with the backwards compatibility program. Microsoft are really flopped on that. They're just stupid. They should have just worked with the people behind Xenia and had that put on the system as part of the core software. Because I've got my Xbox Series X in dev mode with the Series X version of Xenia. and everything runs pretty good. So there's no real point. The only thing you'd have to worry about, the only thing you'd have to change is to allow it to read the disk drive to verify the disk is in. And to play it from the disk drive, of course. That is a major part. What do we have to do? Actually, is there any... What kind of events do we have on? Seasonal! Oh, we got a new one. We got a new seasonal championship. Retro sports cars. Do we have any? I mean, of course we do. We have a ton of cars. Filter. I want a retro sports cars. In the B class. I mean, we could do it with a DeLorean. Why do I have so many NSXs? 2005 is a retro sport. I think our best bet. Oh, that's gorgeous. I remember making that. It has to be B class. Oh my god. I would have used the donut media ones, but that's not a thing right now. Unless you got Godzilla car. Godzilla Skyline. God, this is so painful. The 85 Terreno GT Apex from freaking Initial D. Initial D, this bitch. You know what? I'm grabbing a DeLorean. And we're gonna pimp it. We're gonna make it good. Well, better. The DeLorean wasn't actually a terrible car. In all honesty. It was a bit underpowered. But when it came to things like the UK spec, it was actually decent. That's not the stock engine. Oh. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to redo this DeLorean. I have a few ideas for it. And because it's just a playground thing, I don't know, or custom event. We're going to keep it under 700 performance index. I so badly want a DeLorean IRL. Like, not gonna lie. Let's see. I mean, what we have now is good enough, but I think because I've changed how I do things in terms of car modifications, in general, I think we could do better than this. I want to keep the stock engine, but I want to put a few bits and bobs on it. I also want to change out the crankshaft. The crankshaft, it is very important. It is very important. What the hell is in this? Adaptogens, lion's mane. Oh, there's a lion's mane in it. That stuff is very good for your brain. Apparently. Oh, I mean, I've had it before. Lion's mane is actually not that bad. But if you're getting it in things like coffee, and other things may not be the thing to have. Right, one turbo. We're already C-class. We need a crankshaft. So we're not going to put too much more on this, ultimately. Because I think we've already went all-wheel drive with the turbo. As long as we can get fuel lines, we should be Gucci. Oh, we're gonna have to... Oh, that's not too bad then. Make it more structural. Do this. And then this. And this. How much is it for these wheels? Oh, that price is way above. We'll do this, however, we're gonna reduce some parts. We'll lose 37 HP, but we're gonna gain a lot of extra grip. Oh. That works out. Our tire width is very much correct. Right. We're just 1 point over. What are we reducing here? If we wanted to, we could do this. And then... Oh, we'd lose a fair amount of power for that. And valves. Yeah, let's just do this. We're right at the cusp. 281 horsepower, 2,648 pounds of weight, and our lateral G is 1.4. We've got a lot of extra acceleration on the table. We have sports tires. We have thicker tires. Thicker tires. Tires. But it's all on the original engine. So now we're just gonna drag these down a bit. And then bring it down. That should help a bit. Raise the car up. Make it a bit more stiffer. And now... we mess with tires. Well, let's give it a whirl. If I had this DeLorean IRL, or any DeLorean at all, I'd be very happy with it. I would like that. I mean, okay, real talk. Real talk, what we could do is take away the structure that we put in and have that be stock. So that would be fun. We'd lighten the car by at least 60-70 pounds and probably gain something for a little bit extra performance. So we're going to try that. Because I want this car to be as performant as it can be. Woo! All right! I need to remind myself to also make a proper freaking community thumbnail for this. Yeah, the roll cage is not really necessary. So what we can do is we can give ourselves a little bit extra. Ah, yeah, that we're fine with that. So we gain 6 horsepower. We actually lose weight from 2,648 to 2,577. That is substantial in terms of weight overall. Alright, let's actually get to that race now. We have a little bit more torque. We're lighter. Woo! There we go. God, this engine sounds great. I seriously hope the DeLorean comes back. Because that was Hot Wheels plus the DeLorean and the Back to the Future stuff was the peak moment for Horizon 5. Yeah, boy. Turbine Raceway. We're getting a t-shirt for doing this, by the way, so... So we could have done the Z3 M Coupe, Honda NSX. We could have done the RX-7, the GTO, Eclipse, Fair Lady Z, Sylvia. We could have done a lot. However, we're taking DeLorean. DeLorean is the better one for me here. Fucking retro of all things. Oh. 304 foot-pound of torque. 376. Nice. So the DeLorean would keep up with the GTO. The Eclipse, I believe. What are we at? 304, right? I mean, they have the torque advantage. If I took off the tires and went specifically into speed, yeah, sure, whatever. I do think I need to lower the rear a little bit. But that's just me. What is this camera angle? There we go. We should be accelerant heavy now. The springs over way up there. Now we'll drop it down. That's just so we're a little bit closer to the ground. This is 3 laps. If you do this, should be all fine. Alright, there we go. Woo! So we're doing quite well now. Oh, this is fun. It's great. It's not exactly... The race is going great. This is boring. Because it's a small track. There's nothing really to flex your legs on. I didn't even realize we're on the 3rd lap. I mean, that wasn't terrible, I'm not gonna lie. Minute 6 is the best lap. Which just goes to show that my car is a lot better. I don't make the rules, I just make the config. And according to this config, my car is king. Well, king of this race anyway. Right. Let's see what the online racing scene is like now. We'll get out of here and then we'll see what things are like. I don't plan on spending all night on here. I plan on hanging for a little while. Woo! Alright, let's see. What is on the map? So we've just done that. That's our house. We got another one? Modern Rally and Rally Monsters. I'm not touching Rally with the 10-foot pole. What's the reward? It is Modern Rally after all, so we'll drive to it. I want to see what kind of cars I have for this and see if it's worth doing. Because I have to remember, it has to be a rally setup. Oh, I just love this. This is so nice. Just driving like this. Alright, let's see. Oh wait, both my custom Porsches are here. I'm impressed. Ooh. How come this one's got so much more torque? They're both from 85. Oh, yeah. I mean, we could use the Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nakatoro. 481, 488. I think we could use the Nagatoro. That's what I'm calling this, the Nagatoro. Hey, welcome in. Utopia Gardens Recension. Alright, what are we at? I forgot what we need for a rally in general. Let's bring this down. Spring should be well up. Make them just a little bit softer. Make them a little bit bouncier. Arrow is fine. Brake should be down here. Bring up the diff. We'll work on acceleration. Alright, let's give it a whirl. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, wait, it's just me. Wait, what? Nice. Got a Gengar in the back. Oh, we got all the pops and bangs. Oh, is my tires too thick for this? How many gears does this have? 6. I forgot that bloody check. Jesus! much fun! What? This is 2 laps? I didn't need first gear anyway. Car is very heavy. I could feel it when I'm drifting. It's got a very quiet engine on it. Jesus Christ on a motorbike! This race is absolutely brilliant. Or this track is great. I should have held down on the e-brake more. Oh, I shouldn't have switched gears. When I change down a gear, it's gonna try and correct itself. Ooh. This car is so torquey. Are you kidding? I actually like that. That's a very nice track. Hmm. Now look at that, 799. God blimey. We got a super music. I'm glad I did that. I am absolutely glad I did that. Is this in the right place? Yeah, it is. Whoop. Right, so Utopia Gardens is completed. Now I can get my morbid curiosities out of the way. Let's switch back to our DeLorean and then we'll look at races we can do online. It's been 44 minutes and we haven't really accomplished much. Shockingly. Are we even in off-road mode? Am I full tilted for I think it's a bit looser. It's a bouncy, bouncy. Oh, I know why I had them down here. Alright, here we go. So tonight we played 2 community tracks. Now what I want to do is play with the community, and if anyone wants to join in, they're more than welcome to. I'm just gonna drive through here, we get back on road, and then we'll get things set up. Right. What I'll do is I'll pick a race, or pick a set of races, and then see if we can do them. Rods in customs. Vans and utility. Well, isn't that kind of boring? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a quick bathroom break. When I get back, I will pick one of these to do with you. 1 second. Alright, we're back. Let's go. So both of those sound kind of boring. Goddamn chair. Right. No. Okay. So I plan on doing, I think the best bet right now, the one that seems to be, that might be more popular, is Rods and Customs. So I'm going to try that. C-Class. So what we're going to do, we're going to drive to our safe house. And what we'll do from there is we're going to build a Rods and Customs for this event. Because I know vans in this are just a gimmick. It's like motorcycles in the crew. Motorcycles, jets, and boats. They're all gimmicks. So far, there's been almost nothing that utilizes them in our playthrough. That's absolutely hilarious. So yeah, my assumption is Rods and Customs is what's gonna be people are playing right now. I flecked up. Like I said, if people want to join, they're more than welcome to. Am I blurry my camera? Whew. Alright, let's find out. Filter? Yeah. Rods and Customs. Ah, for fuck's sake. Honestly, that EV would just win hands down. The Bel Air though, the Bel Air's close. We're gonna get in the Bel Air, and yeah. Actually, let me have another look. Right. I mean, we could actually use some of these. I mean, our Dioria. Oh, my fury. Yeah, we'll get in this. We'll make it C. Can I even go to C class? Oh God. No powerhouses. I don't think they can go to C class. I know for a fact the Plymouth Fury can. So we'll get in that and we'll make it a little bit more structural. As it goes all the way down to D class. This is a very powerful vehicle in its own right. So we need to do everything we can to keep it that way. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to give this too much in terms of this. Like I think the best we can do here is this. Straight out for a C class. Can we even get anything with 3 points? Fair play, fair play. Right, we've gained a little bit of horsepower. I think we've gained a little bit of torque. We should be alright for Rotten Customs. Give her a little bit of a tune. Raise her up. And we should be good. Why the hell are we all the way down? A bit more rougher. Because the thing with this is, right? She an oldie. We're gonna do this. If I could, I would have given her a longer camshaft. Unfortunately, that's not on the table. Sadly. Oh, she's slippery. Oh god, that's a gearbox though. Damn, these guys are shining me. Oh, they're flying off the edge. That's hilarious. Who the hell's falling down? Someone has fell through the map! Love that for us. At least we're 500 pounds later. I think another thing that I can try is giving her a camshaft. And what that's gonna do is gonna change her gear. Yeah, she's looking real fine here. So how much would that put me up if we change the camshaft out? Oh god. Up to 17 points. What would we have to strip for that? So if we go back to D class, what do we get? Like, what is on the table for us? If this is genuinely all that we would get, oh god. If we went down, okay, that's more believable. We could absolutely get away with this. We could add on what we need, like a clutch. And let's see what the wheels do. Okay. I think that is actually a lot nicer. Because we have our springs. Interesting. Right, so we gained a lot more horsepower by not doing very much, it seems. I'm kind of happy with that. This camshaft is going to allow us to do a fair chunk more than we had intended. So let's adjust a little bit. $147. And 144. So let's bring it back a bit. That'll do. However, springs need to be up. We're far too close to the ground. We need to have a little bit more stiffer suspension. I'm sorry, I could spend literally all day just tinkering with this. Nope. 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 Yeah, 35 PSI on both tires would be plenty. Oh yeah, no, this is just fine. Right, let's do the customs then. I don't think she should go out of C class, and if she does, a bit more on the B class side. I wouldn't go too much more. Like, I would increase the width of the front tire, so that's it. Well, let's see. If I had to choose another car to own, it would be this one, this exact one. Why would you take me through this way? You know what? I'm gonna. Oh yeah, we're not even doing 150. God, that wheel is spin! Or that pillar, I should say. Oh, we lost power with that. I will gladly fix that in a second. Oh, sorry for being so quiet. I'm just enjoying myself right now. Alright, before we begin, I'm gonna revert maybe like one change here. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll keep it like this. There we go, yeah. Right, so PvP. So now we're just waiting for a championship session. Finally, let's go. Hype. We're doing all of them. And I'm gonna see just what you can do. I'm just gonna see what you can do. Is it just one person I'm against, or is it just what? Other than a Chevy Impala. Watch you over traffic. I've got a feeling they may have the advantage on me. If I didn't do what I did, then I would be up a creek right now. Man. Yeah, this is entertaining. I like the differences in our vehicles a fair amount. Like, yeah, I've obviously put this one together and refused to change out the tires. I mean, they've got a smaller vehicle, It's lighter, they probably have a little bit more power too. Yeah, I'm not too far behind them. Ah, that was a good one. That was very good. I mean, I was only a couple of seconds behind. Like, we both did spin out. However... Okay, that's interesting. OBS disconnected for a second. Why did you do that, OBS?
What is your major malfunction?
So we're doing all 3 events. If I lose, I lose. Because in this case scenario, I'm driving against another person. So I'm not going to say, hey, shenanigans. Because that's not the case. Ah, yeah, she got more control. So I have to be super diligent here. She's gonna catch up. I have full faith. I have so much more full faith. I don't think that was intentional. That car's got bad brakes on it. All the scenery ruined it. I was trying to squeeze past the truck. I would have gotten a faster time, but that's about it. I mean... Yeah, I would have been much closer if you didn't plow it into me. So I am 8 points behind, otherwise it would be even. It is what it is. First of all, she's using stock tires. You can tell by the white wall. So I think she's expanding on them. Yeah, I don't want that. That one really wasn't terrible. I did level up though. Dun da 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 dun da na 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 na. So we are both at 600. She has more power over my car. That helped a lot, actually. She'll catch up. She's about to. She's going to pass in a second. She didn't go through the thing. Yeah, this goes to show just how much more power she has. Yeah, that wasn't terrible. That was enjoyable. That was very enjoyable. If I had to, I would have... Yeah, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't have said it was 3 seconds. That is far from it. That is well far from it. Are you kidding? Jesus. No, I would very much put a little bit more into the power. However, I would have run the risk of having a more unstable car. Oh, we done it anyway. Nice. So yeah, that was rather fun. An hour and we've been at this for an hour and a half. Do we even want to do the vans? Like, I have no interest in doing the van stuff. What I will do is I'll drive back to my place and I'll show off the car that I would have the version of this car that I would have wanted to run. And it isn't that dissimilar from this either. So yeah, in a second, we're gonna build this out. What we're gonna do is we're taking it. I'm gonna try that race. Oh no, I'm not gonna try that race again. I'll try something a bit more community focused in a second. I want to see how I can do the community stuff. Because I wanna fix up this car and be like, hey, yeah, real nice. Oh, she's hella low though. So if I could have, I would have went like this. So this is already putting us into B class. So B class is where we would have to be for this to be essentially perfect. For a 6 or a 9. We have this, we have that. Yeah, I believe. I mean, the cams are fine, actually. Yeah. Yeah, we could have been at this. So we now have more structural integrity. We have wider tires at the front. And all I have to do is raise the car just a little bit. Yeah, we could have done so much more. If only we had the structural integrity for this. Because the car's not going to have that much torque, a torque so much that it just overthrows everything else. Hmm. Oh yeah, I think this would have done so much better here. 157. Huh. Yeah, I would have had to have been around this kind of power to even keep up. By that time, it would have been too late. Because we're already 35 points over. Now, if I wait my handling to go up, I could have absolutely had that done. Anyway, that's all I'm going to be doing for tonight. We're going to drive back. We're going to drive back here, grab a DeLorean, and we'll have a little chat about things that are coming up. Because there's a few things that are coming up, and I'm kind of excited for them, not going to lie. And I know our DeLorean hasn't really seen much use lately, and it's in the thumbnail and everything. But, like, a lot's happened. Yeah, we got there's a whole bunch actually coming up on the channel. We'll get into that in a little minute, because there's a little surprise. And I can bring it up on Steam. Not Steam. Stream. I can talk about it. I mean. Some people may have noticed it on the channel already. If you have, good job.
I'm proud of you for that.
Right, we're gonna go here, grab our DeLorean, and we'll sit in it for a little bit, and we'll have a little chat. Because there's a few things I want to mention and bring up on this stream. I know people are not exactly going to see this, because basically no one's watched this stream. However, I still want to put the information out there. I still want to put the information out there. Oh, let's find a spot. Let's find a spot. That should be a good part. Okay. That could be new thumbnail material, I think. You know what? Let's get this going. That is very, very serviceable. I could do something with that in a heartbeat. Right. What I wanted to yap about. There's a fair bit that is coming to the channel, right? I don't mean that in like a bit of a weird way or anything like that. Tomorrow I'm filming a... It's not a one-off. It is not a one-off by any stretch of the imagination. I got in... These Forza streams have led to something actually quite nice. So recently... Someone from Astragon Entertainment got in touch and they're like, hope you're doing well. I came across your Forza content recently. Wanted to reach out because Astragon Entertainment has just released 1.0 of Underground Garage. And we think you'll love it if you're up for it. Send you a key, check it out. I have wholeheartedly accepted that. And what I'm going to do... It features a deep tuning customization from JDMs to American Muscle and arcade-style handling and races, similar to the legendary Need for Speed Underground 2, Forza Horizon, and even Car Mechanic Sim. So shout out to Christopher Francis. Christopher Francis... Hackbang Takapan. A campaign manager at Astragon Entertainment. They provided me with a key. And I'm going to have to make sure to say this in the video as well. It's only fair It is kind of the law. If you've been given a thing for free to kind of like check it out and all that, yeah, it's only fair to do that. Right. That's coming up. I'm filming that tomorrow, and I'm going to edit that Sunday. If I can get it all thumbnailed and done on this Sunday, I will put it out on the Sunday. And what it's going to be is a first impressions style of video. I've done this a few times before. Forza Horizon 2. Test Drive Unlimited 2. This is going to be one that's not hidden behind channel memberships, but if you want to support the channel and be a member, there's other content you can see right now for channel members only, and early access to stuff. I want to try and push this out. I want to do my due diligence and get this out, whilst also giving my own take on it. And it came to, for me, it was a massive surprise because I actually had this game on my wish list. I wish listed it because I like mechanic stuff. I like what Car Mechanic Sim offers. I like what Need for Speed Underground 2 offers, Forza Horizon, all that kind of stuff. I love what those games have to offer. And if this one game can do all of that, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So that's going to be a fun time. So it should be installed already. I believe. No. Yeah, it's installed already. All up to date and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend time with it tomorrow. And I'm going to film my experience with it. And see what I can get done with it. Also, I do need to remember that there is something I have to do here. And it's this crap here. NVIDIA's BS. It's been eating up my freaking storage space. My bitrate is 70. God. Yeah, no, we're doing. Apparently that's is custom. We're gonna go with megabits per second. What is the Mbps of a Blu-ray? No. Blu-ray discs typically have a maximum bitrate of 40 megabits a second for video, with 4K Blu-ray can exceed 100 megabits. So we should be all right. I'll do a test recording with that setup later on and see how that turns out. Because whilst I'm at it, I need to check something real quick. I need to change my mic setup just to be on the safe side here. That's not where my microphone is, but you do you, boo boo. You do you, boo boo. That's what we are. So we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll do a 10% boost. So what I'm doing is I just got my sync track set up. So I sync my face cam to the gameplay footage, and both the face cam and the gameplay have separate tracks for my microphone. And then I sync them up, and then I get to work editing. It's relatively simple, but it's also a boring process. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's like whatever. Also, for the record here, we need to edit this. I actually want to find a straight better road for this. That should do. And there's gonna be proof of new thumbnail incoming. Oh yeah, I could totally see that. We need this though. Definitely need this. So yeah, we're gonna bring this and turn you around. And then text is on the left side here. I'm gonna do some shenanigans with this and make it all look really nice. So that'll be the Forza thing going forward. Right. New video I'm making tomorrow. I'm gonna try and get as much of it done as I can. It's gonna be a first impression. It's not gonna be a review or anything of that nature. And what's gonna happen? Try and get as much of it done tomorrow as I can. Obviously, I have my own schedule and stuff to do, like gym and that kind of stuff. It takes a little while to do. However, what I'm gonna do is we start the filming process. Hopefully, it doesn't eat up the remaining storage on my freaking hard drive. And we should be able to get a good chunk of footage, and I can include things that I'm doing. Like any dead air gets cut out, all that kind of stuff. But that's not the point. Once again, there's now 10 videos up to watch. No. 10 videos up to watch if you're a channel member. 3 of them are going to stay up there for channel members. I wasn't able to get too much cut content. A lot of it was just drivel that just really doesn't belong anywhere. So what you see in the 7 upcoming videos is what you're gonna get. Like, there's no context to add, or to the cut. There is cut content, but it's nothing. It's literally nothing. There's no failed intros or anything of that nature. It really wasn't fit for purpose to keep on in anywhere. And it was just too little. I'm lucky to have had at least 2 minutes of cut content for some of the videos. So that just got scrapped. There's no point in uploading that. Yeah. That's all I have for you tonight. I had to double check something real quick. Real fast. So I don't think we'll get a Bell-End stream in next week. If we do, it's either going to be Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll have to double check with Annie and David to see what's going on with that. But anyway, that's all we got time for tonight. We've done community content. We have played with the community a little bit. I was wishing for a bit more being able to play with the community. However, what's available right now is just not all that good. It really isn't. So what I mean is, we had the rods and customs, and then the other match was vans. Why vans? And the super van is the reward. I already have a super van. I have a couple of them. I even have the Donut Media one. But anyway, that's all I have time for right now. Thank you for watching. And as always, stay safe, take care, and look out for a new video coming soon. I will keep things updated in the community area, the community post section. So keep an eye out for that. I should be recording tomorrow evening. So yeah. Anyway, once the video is done, I will be freely streaming the game and seeing what the audience's reaction to it is for a live stream. But that'll come after the video. Anyway, thank you for watching. Stay safe. Take care.